Oh my goodness, everybody. Guess what? It's a Ken and Katrina on the couch. This is a brand new series. We're finally back in Colorado. We have a guest audience here, so if you hear anybody or any cats meowing in the background, we've got all kinds of audience. We're here to talk about hockey. We did some betting today. I, of course, have the worst luck of the kiss of death ever. I would have lost all my money if not for her. She bet on, today, let's go back to today for a second. She bet on Nashville. Why did you say bet Nashville?
Because...
What happened?
Because, let's see. Wait, we can change the game.
Go ahead.
Right.
Remember here, Nashville was projected to win by projected score, even though we're not gonna get too technical here, but right here, this game, Nashville.
Okay, so I guess I looked at their streak, which we talked about in the other video, right?
Their streak.
This is you finally put it in, right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Their
right.
streak, by the way, this has just changed because they just won a game. Their streak looked a little different yesterday. For the subscribers that received the email, that they had won 75% of their games over their last 15 days before tonight's game, which they won. And so it upped it to now 88%. Yeah, look at all that green and yellow against this red, right? Mm-hmm. It's a hot team versus a cold team. Yeah. Red is actually cold on here. So that was your pick, and guess what? We got a nice 104 was the line we got on them. We bet $50. We ended up with $104. I would have lost everything if not for her, so you got to listen to Katrina's picks. So it was a decent day, but let's talk about today for when most of you are going to be watching this video, which is, what day are we talking here? Thursday? Wednesday? What day are we? It's Wednesday, right?
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday, but we're talking about Wednesday's games. March 31st, the last day of March, right? So we've already kind of glanced at these games. We have some picks. We want to talk about some things because teams playing back-to-back games or playing a lot of games frequently, one after the other, like it happened with Edmonton and Montreal today, is something that the algorithm has not been figuring in. I'm going to be adding a column probably tomorrow or into April that talks about how frequently a team is played and whether or not that's going to impact how many goals they might score in the next game. They're playing back-to-back games and stuff like that. It definitely came into play today. We had an audience member tell us about what he thought about that information, and he liked Montreal. Montreal crushed Edmonton, so the algorithm was wrong about that. Anyway, let's talk about Wednesday, okay? First of all, everyone knows that I'm going to pick something that's wrong. So, Katrina, do you have a pick of the day? You've already glanced at this. You insisted on spending time reviewing this when I wanted to record the video.
A little bit.
Do you have a pick of the day that we can count on?
That we can count on? I think, yeah. So a couple, right?
You have a couple?
Yeah.
All I wanted was one.
Oh, well. Okay, well, I guess I'll just mention there's a couple because I haven't looked at them.
I don't have to have a polyamorous relationship with my picks. I could just have one.
One? You want one?
The
best one.
Don't we all just want one?
Ooh.
Don't we all just want to be satisfied with one? That's all anybody wants. Everybody asks me by email, what's your one pick of the day? Hey, Ken, ¿cómo estás? Uno pick. Solo uno equipo demasiado mucho dinero. What's the pick, right? Which one? Which one is it? Because nobody ever knows that I'm just going to pick something that's going to lose. Nobody wants to listen to me. They understand that everything that comes out of my mouth is the kiss of death. So what did you see? We were talking about something here that was interesting. What were we talking about?
Yeah,
with Buffalo.
I guess I would choose that one.
You'd choose Philadelphia, right?
I would choose Philadelphia.
Right. Why?
Because
all these goalies are unconfirmed, by the way, so there's that caveat. But yeah, keep going.
Oh, okay. Because of the projected score, first off, the difference is...
Okay. You like that better than Colorado or Arizona, which is 5-0?
No, they're about the same. They're a little bit... It's actually a little bit worse. But
what's all this red here?
Yeah,
what's going on with all this redness?
Right.
Red is cold. Red is bad. Red is evil. Red is the frequency of light that's like the furthest away from us. Everything red is bad. If it's red, it's running away. We like blue and ultraviolet, don't we? Don't we like higher frequencies? Red's awful. Why is Buffalo so awful? What's wrong with Buffalo?
They just haven't won any games in the last 30 days, apparently. That's kind of a big deal. Or 15
Why?
15 days.
Why? What is
because
is Buffalo not a good place to be?
Because they were also maybe their adjusted power is also very low.
Something's wrong with Buffalo.
Something's going on. I don't
They
know
haven't
what's
won.
going on.
So yeah, so Philly is for some reason at minus 190 actually a reasonable pick. They did fight to a battle that I think Buffalo only lost by a goal recently or whatever, but that is a one that is speaking out. There's also something interesting that's going on here. What's up with this Winnipeg game? This is one where we as in the algorithm, disagree with the money line offered by Las Vegas. And before this video, Katrina and I were discussing the money line because the money line is weird when you're looking at this big grid. All these other colors and all these other pieces of information about the games are all related to who we think is going to win. Like here, the suggested power is saying that Winnipeg is supposed to win by this power, this arbitrary power thing it's calculating. The projected score, Winnipeg's supposed to win. The goalie power, Connor Hellebuyck's a really good goalie. He's green at an 81. He's better than Jack Campbell. They have a better goalie. They've won more games in the last days. These are all green. But the money line is not related to any of that. The money line has nothing to do with who's going to win. It has everything to do with how much you're going to get paid. And so this should be red, shouldn't it? If our information is great and the odds makers have the same information the algorithm does, why on earth is this a green number? It should be a bad number. See how this is a really bad number here when Colorado's destroying Arizona? This is a bad number. It's a bad number here when Philadelphia is up against a terrible team. This is a bad number. Why is this?
Because obviously the difference between Colorado and Arizona would be Colorado would be the clear winner.
Mm-hmm. So here it's not such a clear winner, but for some reason we're on a different side than the odds makers. Or we're on the different side of the people who are betting on the game. People are betting on Toronto, and that's why their odds are worse. Now, I have one reason for this. There are more fans with more money that live in Toronto, that are home team fans, that will bet on them earlier in the day. So it's actually possible that empirically Winnipeg is a better team that should win this game because they're better, but more people want Toronto to win even though they're not better and are betting on them and are screwing up the line, which makes this a very interesting thing as a knowledgeable, sharp sports bettor. You're seeing this, and this is actually a very generous line for what we think is already a team that's going to win. So even though I'm wrong about everything, I like Winnipeg as my pick of the day because this pays a lot and we think they're going to win. Even though it's not a game where one team destroys another. Our audience member has said that Colorado scoring at least 4 goals or over 3.5 goals is his pick of the day. He likes that because he understands that he doesn't want to risk $278 to try to win 100 on betting on Colorado to win. He doesn't know if they'll necessarily win by more than a few goals, but he really thinks that they're going to score on Aiden Hill and they're just a team that's hot and putting up goals. So he can make that bet without even having to bet on any of these lines. He gets to make his own line on a different type of bet, where he says how many goals can a team score. So there's lots of different stuff you could do. Looking down the rest of the list, I see some really close games here and fairly close lines, except San Jose's line kind of is good in a close game down here. Vegas is supposed to beat LA, but not by as much as you would think, which is weird, so that line's not great. That's why I really like this Winnipeg, for whatever reason. It's my pick of the day. So, I don't know, that's our update for hockey real quick. There's also some college basketball that's going on, and Katrina did a bracket, which I haven't imported yet, but I will. But I just want to talk about the games today and a couple things that have happened because I haven't done a basketball update in a while. Gonzaga, rolling, crushes USC today. Good for them. The Michigan-UCLA game currently going on. UCLA was winning like 29-23 or 27-23 or something. That game is, I don't know the answer, but closer game because of injuries, so keep an eye on that game. Previous days, we were right yesterday. We got both the games right, and I'll do an update here. Yesterday, it was both games right with Houston and Baylor both winning. So we're getting down. If you look at the original bracket we did, we had a lot of these teams, Gonzaga. We had Gonzaga going all the way and winning. We had Michigan going pretty far as well, I believe, to this level. So the algorithm and everything is done pretty well. And I don't know. Do you have anything else? We're going to be doing some more videos with Katrina. She's going to be making more picks. We're going to be doing a whole lot of stuff.
I haven't been paying attention to college basketball.
No. There's been so much. We have baseball starting Thursday. Yeah. Baseball's opening day is Thursday, so there's going to be more videos with that. I'm in a place where I can bet, and so that means there'll be more videos about this on top of other things we're doing. So it's Ken and Katrina on the couch, and we have a couple picks of the day tomorrow. You were right. There are like a few. It's not just one. It's Winnipeg.
Yeah.
It's Philadelphia. It's Colorado scoring goals. And those three on like a parlay probably sounds like a good time. And I think that I'll show you what that bet looks like on the website. And you follow the links and you'll see what we wager tomorrow. Like we'll put $100 down and we'll show you what we're trying to do and with those types of picks. So I don't have anything to say to anybody. No. Audience member, anything to say? No. The answer, there's no applause here, and the cat has gone upstairs. So, good luck, everybody. May all your picks be winning. Never listen to me. Always listen to the algorithm, and always listen to Katrina because she's 2-0 officially. She had Tampa Bay 3 weeks ago. She pulls out a winner. Another comeback in the third period. Nashville down 2-1. Says we will not lose, and she saves me, and we have gas money to head out on the road. So, good luck, everybody. May all your picks be winning.